Why don't we jump into the retaliatory cycle? Can you tell us a bit about that, what it is, and how mediation helps to break it?
The retaliatory cycle, yeah. That the retaliatory cycle is what we've actually mentioned. That usually there's a trigger, and each person has to find out what is a trigger, yeah. And the trigger can come from both sides, both from the parent or from the child. Yeah, it's that we know that even you as a mother, you just think that I promise you, when this child does this, it just drives me insane, and I get into a fighting match, with this child, or an argument or whatever it is. And then whatever. Then what they say that, and it can also be from like I said, the trigger can be from either side, either the child or the parent, yeah. But then what happens when there's a trigger, that something that annoys us, is like mentally we register. It's a reflex, by the way, yeah. We feel threatened. It's like our rights or our interests have been threatened. It's just in our mind. Maybe as a parent, you're just thinking, oh, she's challenging my authority, as a mother, yeah. Whatever, something like that, or you're just feeling, hey, when did you get to this point? So you feel your interests have been threatened. Then that leads to an emotion, whatever emotion it is. It could be anger. It could be, for a child, it could be, for example, fear. They're just so terrified, that they can't even answer you back or react. Or it could, emotions are many, yeah. When you learn about emotions, it's not only just anger, yeah. It can be fear, it can be despair, it can be sadness, it can be whatever it is, yeah. So it's the thought of threat. Then you feel whatever emotion. Then that's when you decide, can I face it or I walk away, yeah. So that's when you choose now, fight or flight, and the fight can take many shapes, yeah. It can be physical or even mental, the fight can be that you are shouting, or that you're using some hostile gestures, or whatever, yeah. But then the flight is what we've mentioned before, that it could be that I'm withdrawing, or I'm just going to avoid this person, The child thinks, I avoid mom at whatever cost, because I just don't want to go through that again. Or for you, it's like, I don't know, it could be whatever, avoiding or not returning messages. When somebody says stop, responding to you, you send a message or you call and they don't answer, or whatever it is, those are red flags. There's something the matter. What is the problem? There's a problem, yeah? So it could be, now you choose to distance yourself, or to fight it out, yeah, in whatever way, mentally or even physically. And then when the other person sees the way you've reacted, imagine you're talking to a person who just keeps quiet, yeah. Then the other person also now reacts. It's like, hey, what's going on here, yeah? Then the cycle starts again, So if you power play, or you withdraw, whichever way, you provoke a reaction in the other person, because even now then they feel threatened, yeah. Then the cycle continues, yeah. And until you break it, you're going to be going around in circles. Have you heard of cases where children that they're in the sitting room with their mother, maybe laughing and talking, and the minute daddy walks in, they take off, yeah? Oh, that says so much, Or you could, even you as a mother, maybe you could hear them talking, laughing. Then you walk in and there's some silence. You're like, what's going on here? There's something going on, yeah. And that's I think basically what the retaliatory cycle is. That the way we react causes a reaction in the other person, and then the other person also now starts their own cycle, yeah. Like then you can go on like that, yeah. And then when we talk about mediation, which is actually talking, yeah, dialogue, having a dialogue, is to break that cycle precisely. It's like, hey, what's going on? What's causing this? Yeah. And that's why it's that for mediation with the parent-child, it's more with older children than small ones. Small ones, of course, you're not going to sit down and have a conversation in the same way, yeah? Or even their reactions are not the same as when they're a little older, yeah?